For cheap and reliable MT, head over to aoa.com and use coupon code JACOB for 3% off.
Yo, what is good, fellas? Unbeatable Jacob here, and we got some news today in the blog that I wanted to talk about. We got a lot of news, but I wanted to make a video specifically on this because this is something that is completely new to the game, and there's definitely a lot of questions surrounding this new addition to the game. So the new addition that I'm talking about is grading of cards. So if you have ever collected cards in real life, like actual cards, like collecting trading cards for sports or whatever it might be, or Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever it might be, you guys know about how grading works, right? You have your card and then you send it in to a grading service. The grading service looks at it under a microscope, checks to see if the edges are bad or if it's off-centered, if there's any sort of flaws with the card. And if it's a flawless card, everything about it's perfect, it's in mint condition, they give it a 10, they put it in a case, and they send it back to you with the seal on it that says this is a 10. Or if you send them a card that looks like you put it in your bike spokes and it's half ripped, they're gonna put it in a case and send it back, but it's gonna say 3 or 5 instead of 10, and of course you can get any sort of number, whether it be 5.5, 7, 8.5, 9.5, whatever it might be. And then of course in real life, if you sell those cards after they've been graded, a 10 is going to be more valuable than an 8. An 8's going to be more valuable than a 6, etc., etc. So they brought this over into MyTeam, and what they say about it is pretty brief. They say, what if you wanted to get more out of the players in your lineup? To add another layer to every player card in MyTeam, you can now send these cards to be professionally graded. After some time passes to carefully grade each card, our experts will send back your player cards, freshly sealed and minted with a grade. The highest grade you can receive is a flawless 10, but every graded card returns to your lineup with a bonus MyTeam point in every game played. So when playing your daily pickup challenge, are you maximizing your MyTeam points earned with graded cards? Similar to hollow player cards, only auctionable players are able to be graded, so be on the lookout for highly graded auction listings from the community. So we have kind of a small brief preview here of exactly what a graded card is going to look like. And we also have a little bit more here in this picture, and there was a little bit in the trailer as well. So to my understanding, how this will work is there's gonna be some sort of fee for you to get your cards graded. Nobody really knows how that fee is going to be taken care of. You might need to trade in cards to get a card graded. You might need to trade in MyTeam points to get a card graded. You might need to trade in VC to get your card graded. And what we can see here is once the card has been graded, it does have a coin bonus. So I'd imagine when you use that card that's graded, the higher it's graded, the more points you earn with that card. Now, you don't really gain that much MT from just playing the game anyways. And if you do, it's not from like your players playing well, it's from like triple threat ball drops or things of that nature. So I really don't think it's gonna have that big of an actual impact outside of the flex. So right here, for whatever reason, it says Kenyon Martin, which might be the card that's selected here, waiting to be revealed. And it's not this Rip Hamilton, but it says MyTeam bonuses increase the coin you earn for playing. Each traded card in your lineup adds total coin bonus. Maximize your bonus by filling your lineup with graded cards. So not too much more info. We can see here on this 9.0 Rip Hamilton, it says medium in very small print on the grading. And then we can see on this 8.0, it says very small. These 9.25 say medium. And this 9.0 even says small. And then all the other ones under 9 say very small. So we don't really have any sort of cards to go off of that or like a 10 to see what it says there. Let me go ahead and just double check the trailer real quick, just to see if there's anything in that trailer that might have had a 10 in there. Let's see. Because I know they did pop that in there. Where was it at though? Yeah, there's a little bit more we can see here. Right here. The thing about it is though, on this screenshot we have right here, you can't really tell what is going on because it like goes from card grading and then you put in 3 cards and you get 3 out, and this one got a 10, but you can't see the print that you see right here that says medium or very small. Like, it's just completely missing from this screenshot. So we have like almost no information. So now it's time to start to speculate. My assumption is this will be a gimmick that a small fraction of the community cares about. I think that you'll see a lot of people who will just grab cards that aren't graded and use them, or maybe even try and grab cards that are rated low and use them for cheaper prices. There'll probably be a very small subsection of the community that'll make sure that the ones that are 10 out of 10s get bidded higher on the auction house. Really big whales who, you know, try and chase perfection and want to have 10s of the best card. But it's very hard to tell how big the subset of that community will be. As far as I can tell, the grading looks entirely random. I don't think that there's going to be any rhyme or reason for why a card would be a higher grade than others. We can see this Rip Hamilton was an originally owned. There's been some speculation that an originally owned card might have a higher chance of being rated higher, but here's a Scottie Pippen that is originally owned that got a 7. So from my view, I think that the grading system is going to be entirely random. I don't think it'll have much in-game impact. I understand that there's a coin bonus that goes along with this, but I don't think that the coin bonus will be any more than a drop in the bucket. And I think that it will have some relevancy when reselling cards, but not that much relevancy. For instance, I think if this Rip Hamilton came out day 1 and he was the best shooting guard in the game to get, I think an ungraded version of Rip Hamilton might go for 60k. I think a 6 or 7 graded Rip Hamilton might go for 55, 50k. And I think like a 10 or a 9 might go for 75 or 80k. I don't think that it's gonna be like super sought after to get really high graded cards. But let me know what you guys think, because there's not much to work with here and it's all speculation. There's a very good chance that someone might have caught something that I wasn't able to see, but at this point, I'm just guessing entirely. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna be really curious, because this is one addition to the game that is one of those things that you might not think, knowing me, that I'm interested in, but I actually am. Just because I do have some background in actual real life collecting cards and everything. But when it comes to 2K, like, I don't really foresee myself overpaying on cards to get 10 out of 10s or whatever it might be. But I'm just curious to see how it plays out. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm out of here.